Pappy's back this week. We're back on these compressors. I did get the parts in. I didn't get as far as I wanted to last week, as you remember. I just ran into snags with parts. But I did get, the pop-off valve failed, and I've got a couple of those. I'm going to install those. I'm putting in 150. One of them came with a kit. It's 200. I want to keep this pressure a little bit lower. I don't really want ever come anywhere near 200. So I want a pop-off valve of, say, 150, and then I'm going to try to cycle these compressors, adjust them to where they cut off at about 120, because that's all I need. And that way it doesn't put as much pressure on the compressors when they restart. It doesn't put as much pressure on the lines. This line is rated up to 160. I want to keep it below that. This is supposed to be safe even when it blows. That's why they recommend this. And it's a pretty good kit. So first, though, we're going to see if we get these compressors powered up and shut off at the proper pressures. This one I've already gotten done. This one cycles off at 120, right where I want it. I just got to put a couple of pipe plugs in and it'll be ready to go. I replaced its pop-off valve. This is the one that failed and it popped off at 100 psi. So I've got a new pop-off valve for it. We're going to put that in. I got 150. I'm going to change that out. And the fact that these things are so old, they're so old, they need to be changed out anyway. That's why I even changed this one. This one didn't ever pop off, but I just want a new one, and I want it where it will be new and not gummed up with, who knows, these bugs and stuff. I'm finding every hole that was available, a wasp or something's got in there, built a nest. So we got to make sure all this stuff's going to work. So I want to replace them, and that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to replace the pop-off valves and then power this one up and see if we can get that one adjusted to where it cuts off at 120 psi without blowing the valve. So that's what we're going to do. So with that said, just watch me work. That cut off at 110. That might be okay just like that. This one cuts off at 120. Might need to raise on up, but that's good enough for now. 110's good. 110's good. It took it a while to get to that too, I see. But I don't have any air leaks. Now we just need to plumb these together and take it inside. And we'll get these air lines run. I want to get them back to the bead blaster and a couple of places inside. We can run air tools. And after that, we'll get on my heater. I need to get that done. I just bought that, and I don't want it to sit too long. I want to get it done. See what happens here. Oh, that works great. We'll put this little guy here and then run another short piece over to that. going to be fun. This will be easy. Finally, something going good. Let's see how long we need. Figure about that long. Cut this off right here. This works good. This little thing right here came with it. Let's see. All right. That looks pretty good. And then we're just going to run one up here to the wall, go through the wall. We'll have to put this block, one of these blocks, probably here, and then tie it in that way, and it goes through. It'll go through the wall and send it inside. Let's see what we got here. We're going to have to bore a hole. I'm going to have to find that. Okay, it looks like that's going to be it for this stage for today. I'm going to call it a day, and we'll get back on it tomorrow. Okay, it's a new day. So we're going to get these compressors synchronized to pressure. I want them to cut off about 120 psi. So I know compressor one over here, the big one, it was at 110. This small one's already at 120. So we're just going to match them. So I'm going to power them both up and see where they cut off at. I turned the adjusting screw, which is inside here of the new switch. I tightened it, turned it clockwise. It didn't really tell me. It just said that was where it was set. It's supposed to be preset at 120, but apparently they went a little light on it. We're going to see if we can tweak that and get that to where I want it, and that way they're together. But anyway, just watch me work. There was a little bit of moisture in the big compressor, and the small compressor, apparently I didn't have a fitting tight and it blew out, I'm assuming. I just need to plug that off, so we'll get that. That's why you run them, see what's going on. I'm going to need to find a pipe plug to plug off that, so I'll shut this off for now. I got some more parts. You saw yesterday when I drained the tank, it blew all that gook all over me from inside the tank. It was some rust and oil mix. I'm sure the rings were probably not the best on these compressors, and it had gotten in the tank. Anyway, I want to make a way to hook this up, this little ball valve here. It doesn't have a threaded end at this end. It's just meant to drain the tank. And I'm going to put some fittings, and I'm going to plumb that out to where I don't have to reach up and under it. So I got this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and it's going to get it out to where I can reach it without having to reach under it. And I'm not getting any younger, so just make life a little easier for me. So that's what we're going to do today. Get these things. That's the key to a compressor, is you've got to drain them, and you got to maintain them. So in fact, I might make a video on just compressor maintenance, how I did it. But right now we're going to continue on, just get this drain hooked up. cut off at 120. This one cut off at 122. As close as I'm gonna get it. But looks like they're doing what they need to do. But I got some air leaks I need to address. I don't want any air leaks if I can help it. Let's figure out where they are. I hear them. I think. Yeah. That's out of this sitting here. That's not good. Alright. I'm going to shut that one off and let the air back out, see if I can tighten it up some more. I want that tight or it doesn't leak. Alright. Take that back off and try to tighten that up a little more. You want to see an old man struggle? Watch this. I'm going to turn this down where you can see me. I don't like the threads on that the way it's going. It must be some rust or something in there, and it's not allowing this to go in properly. So we're gonna, let me see if I turn this camera on. Okay, it's still leaking. As you can see, The threads don't look all that great, and I think there might be some trash or something. There's no telling as long as these things set. The other one's fine. I'm not having any problem out of the big one, which is the oldest one. But this one is causing some problems. I want to get a pipe tap. I'm going to get one on order quick and then see if we can get that done and get this. We may end up ending the video here and come back to it another day, but we're going to see if we can get this right. I want this thing leak proof. I don't want to continue on like this, and we'll just run with it. But anyway, I'm going to get parts ordered, and let's just call it here. And until next week, give me a thumbs up. We're trying hard here. I'm just working with a bunch of old junk. But we're going to make a nice shop out of it. And I'm just that determined. But just follow me and give me a thumbs up. That's all I ask. It's free.